Oh, let me start. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. I have such a fabulous woman joining us today. She's going to be such an inspiration, and I just she is amazing, and I loved her right from the start. And I think you're going to feel the same way. So let me go ahead and turn the mic and camera over, and if you could go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us your business.
Hi, I am Keyuna Milam, your friendly neighborhood trainer, owner of Wanna Go Fit. So I am saving the world 1 pound at a time. I own a growing health and wellness and fitness business. Our goal is to pretty much give you the tools that you need to get the results that you want.
I love this. I love this. And so what you have a beautiful why, like why you started this business in the first place. When we first talked, I felt very moved by your why. Can you share with the audience what was your reason for going in this direction in the first place?
Well, I initially began as On the Go Fitness, and that was back in 2007. I have 2 children at the time. I can't remember how old they were, but they were at the age where they needed someone to be available. I am a former military spouse. I'm divorced now, but for 20 years, that I had to be the steady, the one that was always there, throughout whatever. I decided to take my own future in my own hands so I could be available to them. Because at the time, we were living in Atlanta, Georgia. My spouse was overseas. I had a friend that was there that was always keeping my children. No, that didn't work
No.
out. So, it wasn't
pause.
an issue, but
Yeah. Let me pause for 1 second, okay? Hold on 1 second. Okay, so the why of your business is so valuable. You really wanted to help your family to make better, healthy lifestyle choices because, they mean something to you. You want them to be healthy, and that sort of propelled you into the work that you're doing, basically. And so I wanted to ask you, what is the big vision for your business now? Like, where would you like to grow your business? How would you like to see it expand?
I definitely am looking to be a household name, more education, more. I guess I want to make a bigger impact on more than just the fitness level, more of a whole person type
I
of.
love, like, more holistic. I love that. And
Mhm.
just so we can give people your website, where would they go to find out what is the best URL for them to find out more about you, your main website link?
That's Wanna Go Fit. WANNAGOFIT.com.
Love it. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of a speed round with some fun questions about your business success and your journey. So we're going to kind of do this as fast as we can so we can get through. I have a lot of questions here for you. So are you ready to get started? Okay, perfect. So the first question is, if you could only choose one answer, what is the number one way that building your business has enriched your life? And why would you encourage other women to pursue building their own businesses as a form of self-discovery and self-empowerment?
It's taught me faith. It's taught me faith and consistency. So like you said, what you get in it. What you get out of it, what you put in it.
Perfect
It's
answer.
not a short. It's not a short journey.
Not a short journey, but it's a beautiful journey. I love that answer. It's right to the point, and it's the whole truth. You don't need an encyclopedia answer for that. You just basically said it all in one beautiful phrase. So, okay. And how does your business look different now versus when you first started it?
Oh my goodness! When I first began, I would say, when I first began, it was a way to earn some money while taking care of my family. When I rebranded in 2015, because like I said, I began as On the Go Fitness. So when I rebranded in 2015, it became a business. And with that business, I also went more in the direction of including some of the things that I wanted to include instead of just personal training and group fitness. I introduced CPR, nutritional coaching, meal prepping and planning, things of that nature. So it definitely looks a lot different now.
I love that. And I love what you're saying, because it's so true for many business owners. I think there's an evolution. And I think what you said right away makes sense. Sometimes we start a business, most of the time, because we have to make money, especially if we left some paid job to do our own business. And so our first focus is, I need to make a sale, right? So I can pay my bill. And then when you finally get to a place where, like, okay, that's happening, then you're like, you know what? There's more of me that I want to share in my business. And how can I bring this into my business? And you start to create it almost like a great recipe, like, right?
It really is.
And it makes it more beautiful, because now the business feels like you're really yours, and your expression and your joy. And then when others receive it well, it's such a confirmation that you're on the right path.
It is.
And that, right? Yeah. And so I love this. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
And you're always evolving. And that's what I love, the idea that you allowed yourself to change. You wanted to, and we will always have new interpretations of our business as we go forward, because we learn more, we know more, we want to share more. So that is to all the women out there that think you have to stay stuck with one strategy you started with. You do not. You're allowed to change and go with it and make it the business of your dreams. So,
and if I can interject, if you're not growing, you're not well, I'll say, if you're not growing, that means that you've closed yourself off. You can't go any higher. The more that the more that you grow. So as you go along,
I love that.
That's just kind of how that goes. At what I knew 10 years ago, okay, that was good 10 years ago. So, every time that, you learn something new, a new experience, training, you have to stay current on what's happening in whatever industry that you're in. You can't ever think that you know it all.
Yeah. And I think that's so good, because it keeps us energized forever. We don't want to just stop. That would be boring. And then what is the point, really, like you said? So great answer. Very inspiring. I love that. And so just out of a curiosity, what are some empowering routines or wealthy woman activities, as I like to call them, that you do each day to, it could be meditation, yoga, obviously fitness. So what is like a morning routine, or something that you feel like you're a better person because you do it daily?
One thing, I start my day with gratitude. So before I even let my feet hit sometimes I forget, and then I have to come back and be like, oh man, Lord, my bad. Thank you for waking me up this morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like today, I kind of just jumped into my day. I didn't have a chance to, do anything yet. But it doesn't matter what time that I do it. It's always the same. It's always, Lord, thank you for waking me up, start with a moment of gratitude, then usually some type of positive message, or, something, either spiritual or just motivational, or sometimes it may be a mix of both,
I love
and then I sing a song I need to sing. So I'll, sing a song to kind of get me going, a song. I always say I need a song in my spirit, and that kind of gets me going. So that way, it kind of carries me throughout the day. And those are the things that I mainly stick with. And I live by my calendar, I live by my calendar. What's there is what, is what's there. And I now keep track of my time, something that I didn't do before, but I do now.
I can relate. I have my gratitude journal right here. Prayer, gratitude. Thank you, Lord. Absolutely love it. And I love that you have a song that you sing every day. I have one that I was trying to download, as I have to figure it out, download it as my wake up call, but it's called Go Get Your Blessing. You know the song? It is so good. it's by Mary or someone like that.
Yeah, I do know that song.
Oh, it brings me to tears. And I'm like, this is the song I want to wake up to. And I have to figure out how to make it a ringtone or download.
Well,
But
the
anyway,
fact
I
that
love
it's
it.
2023 and you're making it a ringtone is hilarious, but okay.
You got, I'm like a little not so tech savvy in some of the ways. So that's so funny. You're going to have to tell me how to do this later because I think
That's
I
hilarious.
missed the lesson.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so let's see. How do you say, and this is actually a really good question because there is a lot of people in the fitness and health industry. So how do you set your business apart from others in your industry?
One, I say if I could clone me, but that's really what it is. I'm me. I bring a certain amount of attentiveness, of energy, of I'm personable with my people. I call myself a cheap psychiatrist. Whatever
Ah,
it is, sometimes they come in, they want to dump on you.
yeah,
They just want somebody to listen. Sometimes they need encouragement. Sometimes they, it's about building a community. Like you said, you have to, people don't want to feel like, even though fact of the matter is, if I didn't have them, then I would not be eating or living
yes,
indoors,
yes. It's
but
a
fact
win-win.
but the thing is it's more of, this is what I love to do. And I think that kind of that shows. And because I offer little things, like you said, I try, and I'm always as far as other gyms and so forth, you just kind of show up.
Yeah.
You show up,
Right?
and your trainer, you may be like, okay, let's get it done. But I make sure that, again, the whole person, when I do evaluate every 30 days. I think most trainers do. However, is what I evaluate and the questions that I ask. We
Yes,
set goals, and your goals, I always let them know, it doesn't have to be just fitness related. Remember the
absolutely.
whole person. you know if you find yourself not it well in a bad place, and I say, hey, how have you been eating? And you say, I've been whatever. I say, oh, so we're eating our feelings, are we?
Yeah,
It's
exactly, right?
it's more of the whole person that I want to go fit is dealing with
Yes.
it. So I
I,
clone me.
yeah, I love this. And this is, I want to actually say what you said in the very beginning of this question. Your answer was, it just, yes, I loved it. And I want all the women out here to hear this again. I asked, how do you set your business apart from others in your industry? And she said, me. And I love this. She's owning it, ladies. And this is exactly what you have to do. She's so confident, so proud. She knows she has a gift to give the world. And please listen to that, because it was 2 words and it's everything. I'm me. That's all you have. You all have a gift to share, and we're all different, but we have gifts to share, and it's enough. You are enough. So thank you
Mhm,
again. Wow,
mhm.
you're like, you're on fire. Okay, here we go. How did you market your business when it was brand new? Like, how did you get the word out initially?
Man, my background was marketing. So I
That helps.
started, with people to people. I worked my neighborhood, my friends and family group. I am a go around, talk to people, shake hands type
Perfect.
person.
Love it.
So that was
Yeah,
in the beginning. Yeah.
love it. Love it. Good. Listen up, all the ladies. You have to make efforts to go out there and network and meet, no
Hmm.
matter if it's virtually or in person. Just move forward
And I
and make.
still do that.
Yes,
Even
you
though
have,
I do
right?
other
Yeah.
things, I
Mhm.
still do that. If
Yes.
it works, it works.
Yes. Don't fix it if it isn't broken, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so how do you deal with fear and doubt? Because obviously you are super confident. Your confident is radiant, and you're making me feel more confident just talking to you. So, but as humans, we all have those moments of fear. So when that comes up for you, fear and doubt, how do you deal with that?
Worry about
I
it.
think I know.
You can't do both.
Well, I'm sorry, say again.
Worry about it or pray about it. You can't do both.
Ooh, wow. Oh my, it's like I feel this is, wow, bravo. Worry about it or pray
Or
about
pray
it.
about it. You can't do both.
That makes it quite simple what the right choice is. Thank you very much again. Wow. Okay. I love this interview. Do you agree that mindset is more important than systems and strategies, and why?
Yeah, because if you have the right mindset, the systems and strategies will fall into place, because you have to have the right mindset that I'm gonna get it done, that whatever need means necessary, this is what's going to happen. So definitely mindset is going to take you a whole lot further than processes and strategies.
Love it. Love it. Okay. So the next question is around money blocks. So I'm a money coach, and women tend to really have some money issues they get stuck with. And did you have a money block that just kept getting in your way? And how did you finally break through? Like, what was it that got you to the other side of a money block? And you don't have to be super specific, just a general overview.
Just being honest, I will say that when I say recent, I mean recent, in the last week or two, got past my money block. And I say that because I've worried about money my whole life, my whole adult life, all through my marriage, definitely after my marriage.
Yeah,
It's been a very, very interesting time since we spoke. Everything hit the fan for me. So it's been a very tumultuous few months, several months now. So I actually just said, worry about it or pray about it. It's always worked out. All you're doing is stressing yourself out about what you can't do or so forth or whatever. So worry about it or pray about it, and use your resources So that is literally what and I'm figuring out now. I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I doing this? I literally am in a wedding this weekend. I have a party for my daughter. She's pregnant, so we're doing a welcome to mother. I have all of these things on such a limited income, just being very honest. But let me tell you something, it's all worked out.
You know what, it's like when it rains it pours, and then it tests you and you succeed and you get through it, and then you remember that strength. If there's something in the future that comes up again, you're like, I got this, no problem. And it makes you better, it builds your character. And you know what, just because anybody gets to a success doesn't always mean they stay there. Sometimes life happens and you get put down again, but then you
life.
And exactly. So don't be afraid of the tough spots as well as the good spots, because that's just part of the plan. That's just how it is for all of us. In different seasons, there are different chapters of our stories, right? So, okay, well, I love it. Again, pray about it or worry about it.
Can't do both.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And have you ever had any coaching with your mindset and business growth before? And would you recommend others to get coaching? Do you find that? I mean,
yes, all the way throughout. I mean, I didn't do it before. I did not do it before. Again, I was in that mindset of, I know what I'm doing. It wasn't until I realized that my ex-mother-in-law used to say something to me. She used to say, Keyuna, no man is an island.
Yeah.
And, I was like, okay. But fact is, she's right. I have now, I pay for what I need and what can help me get to the
Yes,
next level.
I
I'm
love
okay
it.
with that now.
You are your own best investment. So love this. Yes. What is your number one professional tip for women to grow their businesses? If someone was just starting a business, no matter what type of business it is, what would you recommend that they really focus on in the beginning?
Set boundaries.
Good one. Yeah, that's really good. With themselves and with others. Yeah. 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 Okay. And how do you define success? What does it look like in a day in your life? Like, what's a successful day for you?
Um, for me, it's completing everything that I set out to do. So, I may have however many clients that I had, I was prepared for them, finished my charting that same day,
Love it.
maybe did something for myself, like, just being honest, having all my meals prepared so I don't have to worry about
Yeah.
cooking or
Yeah.
getting in everything that I set out to do, listening. I like also throughout the day, I try and listen to like my audiobook or read, one of the two. So I've done that. I've worked out, I've walked my dogs,
I love
whatever.
it.
So
Yeah.
basically what I'm saying is I've done a great job of balancing both work and home. So to me, that's what it looks like. I've not only sold into my business, but I've sold into myself.
I want to ask you a little bit about this because about your calendar. You said your calendar is everything. Your calendar tells you what you're going to do, when you have to do it, and you get it done. But
Mhm.
you also said that you weren't like that in the beginning. And the reason I want to ask you, how did you change that? Because I have personally struggled keeping myself accountable. And whenever I would use a habit tracker or a calendar, oh my God, I'm a rock star. And then I'll sometimes go off of it and I'm like, why did I stop doing that? I was doing it so well. And I think other women also struggle that when you really want to take your business and your life and yourself seriously, you have to calendar it. But I think we all become entrepreneurs because we want freedom, and we think sometimes that a calendar restricts our freedom. So what was it in you that went from not being a calendar girl to just like the calendar is my, my compass basically, and I abide by it? How did you make that shift?
My bank account.
Oh, wow, I love it. Okay. Yeah, there you go. And you saw I love your answers. It was right on, straight to the point, just like I don't have to ask you more. That says everything. I love it. Okay. The bank account, that is everything. Absolutely love it. Okay. What has been your biggest victory or milestone that you have achieved in your business so far?
Um, well, when I answered that before, I said that I had recently, I had a successful event in January. I actually just had the second part of it in April, third part coming in October. I got recognized in my community, for women in business during Women's International Day. And that's what I answered. But just now, what popped in my head was I was able to stay in business um, and move and still am here during a pandemic. I literally got divorced or separated from my ex-husband in 2020, right in the height of it. Right in May, my birthday is May 22nd. And by this time, like you said, coming up, it was like,
Yeah.
okay, but here I am still indoors,
Look at you.
still, in business. You found a way. I had to find somewhere to live, I had to find somewhere to work. I just combined the two. I made sure, I said, okay, well, I need somewhere to live. I need somewhere to work. I've made sure that I made it happen and made it work for me and for my business,
Love it.
you
Love
know?
it. It's amazing the strength that you don't even realize you have until sometimes you're put to the test, and then you're like, wow, I'm fabulous. I have so much power and strength, and I can do this with the help of your spiritual source. I truly believe, of course. Yes. Yeah.
Hasn't let me down yet.
Yeah, never, never. Absolutely. What will you never compromise on with your business?
On my integrity. Don't like that. Don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't, let's not question that. If I tell you something, and this is what it is, don't ask me to, it took me a long time to, I used to say the money will come. The money will come. Then it got to a point where I was like, but I
I
need
better
money.
go get it.
I need money. And so I was doing different things,
Mhm.
to try and bring it all in. And then I realized that I was doing things, not wrong things, but I was doing things that weren't me
Yeah.
and weren't, it really wasn't the tone that I was looking to, have for myself or my business. So I had to reel it back in because I said, I'm letting outside, I'm looking at what they have and how they got it. And I was trying to emulate that versus,
Yes.
no, bring it back in.
And
These are my
that's, yeah.
standards. These are my boundaries. This is what I do. And
Yes.
kept it
Yes.
moving.
And that is part of the process too, in refining your business, yourself, and then bringing your business to
Mhm.
reflect more of who you are. And that takes time, and it takes experience. It takes successes. It takes some failures. It's a process. It's a journey. Well, I just want to say, close out this interview by telling you, we need to talk again. This interview was so fabulous and on point and funny. You are very funny, and I definitely want to talk with you again in the future. Maybe we can do another interview. But before I close out, can you please share again your website with everybody so they can go and find you online, and tell them if you do things virtually, because we have a worldwide audience. They're not all in your exact physical location. So how can you
Mhm.
help the virtual audience, and then your website link? And thank you. I just want to say before we close out, thank you so much for this amazing, joyful interview. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and so will all the women that watch it. So thank you.
Well, I thank you for inviting me. Of course, like I said, you can visit my website, wannagofit.com. I actually, which is why I was running over. My last client was virtual and she was running over.
Perfect.
So I do offer online services even as far as group fitness. I offer online group fitness classes on group fitness. Personal training as well as nutritional coaching. All of that is offered online. So if you're not in my area of San Antonio, Texas, then you can reach out to us online. If you're in our area, then fun for you. Like if you're in our area, I'm doing a birthday boot camp for myself. So
I
just
love it.
saying,
Yeah.
that's my thing. So
Or even on a vacation, if people come and go on a vacation, they maybe can stop in for a day class or something.
come on in, come on
Yeah.
in. My
And what's your
motto
website
is
again? Sorry.
wannagofit.com. And my motto is as long as you have a cell phone, you have a trainer. So
I
these
love
are real time. This is real time. So we're not, like, hey, press a button. Mm-mm. And I offer all types of programs, even if you just need someone to hold you accountable. So I have an accountability program.
I
I
love
check on
that.
you every day. It was via text or, voice message or something. We check in once out of the week. I help keep you on your goals, because a lot of times people know what to do. They just,
Just don't
need
do
somebody
it.
to look
Yeah.
at them doing it.
Well,
Mhm.
thank you again, and please reach out. go to the website, check out all the great services. This will be such a joyful way to take better care of your health and your body and your nutrition and your spiritual and mental self. So I hope you all enjoyed this interview, and I will see you on the next one. So signing off for now. Bye now.
Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.